Hey everybody, how are you? It's me, Christina. I'm just getting my tablet set up here. I know that you guys were not prepared for me today. You were prepared for Marina today, but Marina's not feeling good, so I thought I would come on. I didn't have anything prepared. Sorry, but I just grabbed an image that I had printed out that I thought you guys would have fun, and I will put the link up to him later. This is a paper nest, or not paper nest, it's paper shelter little guy. It's a little Christmas image, little gingy little dude. I thought he would just be fun to color. I hope you guys like him too, if you guys are around, because like I said, I know that you guys weren't expecting me, and you weren't expecting me right now. You're expecting Marina. So I'm just going to go ahead and start coloring and see if anybody shows up. So I have here R29, my favorite R's, R29, R05, and R17. And I don't even know what I'm doing today. I was thinking of doing the cup red and then doing the little stripes as green, but I don't really want the berries sitting on on the red platter as well, or the saucer for the cup. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do the berries and do the stripes in red. That's what I'll do. See, I just need to sit here and think it through with you guys. So I'm going to start on the berries. And I'm just doing, I'm starting with the R29 because I'm going to actually more than likely go ahead and grab my R59 or another darker color for a more contrasting color. So I'm going to do a little bit on the berries. There is a little, I don't know if you can see this, but there is like a little pattern right in the little stripes. But I'm just going to go back over that and do that with my white gel pen. I'm not even going to worry about this. So I'm just going to put this over just like this. And I love these, the Christmas images from Paper Shelter. I actually already thankfully had this printed out, because this is something that I had already planned on coloring. So I'll just color it with you guys now. I hope you guys will keep Marina in your thoughts, because she's really not feeling very well. So please keep her in your thoughts so that she'll start feeling better. So I'm just going over where all the shadows would be. And now I'm going to use my R17. And I'm just going to bring that R29 out a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to pull it out just absolutely everywhere. And remember, if you do get this image, and I'll put the link up for him later, I just wanted to get on here as fast as possible. Because I wasn't sure what time Marina was going to come on, but if I go much later, it's going to be in my dinner time, and if I don't cook dinner, my children will riot. Hi Esmeralda, how are you, sweetheart? I hope you're doing well, staying safe, and having a good holiday so far this month. So I'm doing R05 now, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in so that the stripes on the cup look all nice and shiny, and I'm trying to keep the shine on the same spots. I'm going to say that the sun's coming this way from the sides, as always, just because that's the easiest. Maybe one day when you guys tell me that you're comfortable, I'll change up the sun and have it come from above or something. But this is definitely the easiest. Good, I'm glad you're having a good holiday. So, there we go. Oops, I didn't do my berries. My little holly berries. I don't know why, but I love coloring red, and I love coloring holly berries. Probably because they're so easy. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, what am I going to grab? My markers are a mess right now. Let's see, I'll grab R59. Hey Paula, how are you, honey? So I'm just going to put some contrast in here with my R59, and I'm just doing really like super thin lines, that way not to take away from any other part of the berries. And then I'm going to go up around this part, because to me, I feel like this is probably, I don't know, like a ceramic type mug, and this part kind of stands out a little bit because it's a really cool mug. So I'm just going to put some contrast, make it pop out a little bit more. There we go. And I'll just put like a little line over here and right here so that it kind of rounds the cup a little bit, bringing the rest of it forward. There we go. And I'm not even going to blend those lines out. I'm going to leave them. Waiting on your rain and your cold. It's 75 up here today. It's so beyond bizarre. I don't even know anymore. It's so insane. So let's see, what's a good Christmas green, everybody? Something that's nice and bright and cheery. Let me look at my markers. I'm so sorry that I'm not prepared. I don't have any of my markers up there. I just jumped right on. Let's see. I'm going to use... Let's see how this... Man, I just can't decide. Let's see how this will look. Because I haven't tried this green before. But it looks good. So let's just... That one's not even in all the way. Let's just see how this would look. I think that'll do. What do you guys think? You think that'll do for a nice bright cherry? Half my pen is gone. I went to write the colors down for you guys, and look what I pulled out in my thing. Goodness gracious. I'm not even sure. Here we go. That was funny. So let's see, I've got G24, YG17, YG13, and YG21. Okay, let's not stick this back in. Look at that. Goodness gracious, I think I need a new pen. Okay, so I'm going to do the cup and maybe the leaves with this color combination. I might put a G24 or 28 into the leaves just to make them a little bit different. Okay, so I am going to start with the YG17 because this is my next to darkest. My darkest is actually going to be the YG24 because of the 2 and because it's a little bit has more gray, so it's going to be a little bit darker. So my dark part of the cup is going to come right here as it comes around the back side of his little hot cocoa pool here. No, he doesn't, he knows better than to touch my pen, so that definitely was not Jake in here doing that. Ooh, he knows better than that. He will come in here every once in a while and he'll just like touch like this just because he knows that he's like a little kid in the doctor's office having to go through all the drawers and stuff. Drives me bonkers. Always touching, 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 touching. So I'm just going to put some behind this. Do you guys like this image? It's so cute. I love this image. I really do. I think I'm going to put some right in here because I'm going to make the center green. Bring it along the sides here. Underneath the berries, and it looks like there's supposed to be like a little lip right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dark shading here. And see where the green is with the cup and the saucer are running in together. That's where the dark contrast. So I might even bring some G28 in on this part too, just to really make it stand out. This is from Paper Shelter. That's where it is, and I'll get a link for you guys as soon as I'm done with the video. Oops, I almost forgot the top of the cup. Now with the cup, you can go in on the inside of the handle, but the light is going to shine on the outside of the handle. So there's that one. I'm going to move this G24 out of my way because I keep wanting to use it. So YG13. I really like this. I don't use this combo very much, but I really like this. It's nice and bright and, excuse me, cheery. We're going to come down around this side. So are you supposed to get snow, Paula? What's going on with you down there? Snow? No snow? Don't be sharing your snow, lady. I don't want no snow. Meadow would, but I don't. So I'm just going to put a little bit of color on this side. Here we go. And I'm just going to finish this part off because it's not going to have a whole lot of light coming in there. So pull this out just a little bit. I'm just going to pull it out from the cup and a little bit from here. Yeah, Florida's always warm though. That's how it was when we were in Palm Springs, California. It was like, it didn't even really feel like Christmas because it was always so nice and beautiful and warm, and I loved it. But that's the only thing I didn't like, is it didn't ever really feel too much like Christmas because it never really got that cold. So I'm just putting a little small line, just a really thin line along the brim of this saucer because I'm going to have the shine going on the top. of it. So, and then we're gonna leave, remember we're going on the inside of the handle and leaving the shine to the outside of the handle. Okay, and I'm totally forgetting to do those leaves, so I'll go back and do them in a minute. Yeah, they haven't been even talking about snow here. It's been talking about getting cold, but not any snow. The sad thing is with the change of the weather, because it's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, people are getting sick and, you know, flu symptoms and getting kicked out of work for COVID when it's just a simple, you know, heat changing cold. So people are losing out on work. So this is a little bit lighter than what I wanted, this shine. So I might go over this just slightly with my YG13. So if you're experimenting with colors like I am right now, and if it turns out you don't like it, that's okay, because when it's a light color like this, you can completely cover it. So this was YG21. Let's see, and that's 13. So let's go with, what should I go with? I don't want to go with 11. I'll just cover it with the 13 because it will make the 13 a little bit lighter. See, it's not completely dark. You can still see the shine. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I don't like the cold too much. My body does not do well with cold weather. My husband, he was born and raised and never left Washington State until he met me, so he will take cold weather like it's nobody's business. The kids actually call me Heat Miser and call him Snow Miser from the little kids' Christmas movie, The Year Without Santa. So, and I'm just going to let this green dry a little bit because now I've lost a lot of my contrast. So I'm going to let the green dry for a minute. And I will do my leaves. So my leaves, I think I'm going to go ahead. I want them a little bit different. I don't want them the same as the cup. So I'm going to go with YG 25, 23, G24, and G28. Whoops, G28. Get out of the way, pen. So the leaves are going to be G24, and I'm just writing this, I'm putting this down here too for you guys so that you know what I'm using since I didn't put my darn colors up. So sorry. So I need to find a different pen. That one's still busted. Here we go. So this is G, and then I am not having good luck with pens, you guys. G24, YG25, YG23, and G28. I am not having good friends, or good, I can't even talk. Good luck with pens. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my YG24, or my G24. Holy mac and cheese, people. I can't even talk today. And I'm just going to go over these veins, and I'm going to pull that center vein out just slightly. Whoops. There we go. And I'm just pulling it out just a little bit, not a whole lot. And I'm going to do the same with this, but I'm also going to go around the edge of this top leaf for some contrast and shadows. Pull that center little vein out. Okay, there's the 24. Now I'm going to use the YG25. Is it all pixelated or is it just me? Because I feel like my camera's all pixelated. Let me see what's going on with my phone. Here we go. Maybe that'll help. There we go. There we go. That's better. So I don't know if you were pixelated, but I was definitely pixelated. Okay. So now I'm just going to pull this YG24 out, or G24 out. Holy mac and cheese. Thank goodness I wrote these down. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you guys. Maybe I need a V8 or something today. Get me some coffee. Something. Here we go. So now I'm going to use my YG23. And I'm just going to pull this out some more. I think I'm going to make the very edges YG21. Just like the very edges. Sorry about that pixelation, you guys. And I'm just doing like super tiny little, like that, okay? I'm not doing like super huge flicks or anything. So now I'm going to use YG21, but I'm going to push this in instead of pulling it out, okay? That way my other colors don't get all yucky pooed because I'm trying to blend those colors out. I'm going to put this color and push it in. I don't know if I've ever explained that, why I do that to you guys. So maybe when I'm done here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. So when you have a couple colors, like you have a really light one like this and then a darker one like this, if you put the dark one down, okay, and if we're trying to blend it with the lighter one, hopefully you guys will be able to see this, but it starts to get the little discoloration, like the bubbles. And if you go this way, it still blends, but it keeps the color a little bit better. And there it's all pixelated again. What is going on with this thing? I wonder, you know what, let me see, turn that on, see if it'll help. Whoops, I did it again. How do I keep doing this? I'm always pushing the wrong stinking buttons on here when I try to fix it. And it's still pixelated. Here, maybe if I hang on a sec, let me try and clean this. Here you guys go. See me cleaning my camera right in the middle of a video. But hey, it wouldn't be time with me if something crazy didn't go on, right? So maybe that'll help. Does that help? There we go. So maybe it can focus now. Okay. So now I'm going to use my G28. And sorry I worry about that stuff with you guys, but I just want everything to be nice for you guys. There we go. And besides, it adds a little humor, right? So put a little bit of contrast down here by the berries. Bring those veins out just slightly. I'm not going all the way out with the G28. I'm just kind of going out a little bit. There we go. So, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my YG23. And I'm kind of just making a mess of this little like flicking because it kind of gives it a little bit of texture like would be on the holly, or at least my holly bush has texture. Some are really smooth. So just pulling that out a little bit. Okay, so now I can put these to the side, and I'm going to go back with my YG17, or actually no, because I never went back with my G24. So I'm going to use my G24, and I'm going to get the inside of the saucer here on both sides, because we know that'll be darker. And I'm just going to get the inside lip of the saucer. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit here on the handles. And I'm going to put a little bit here. I'm not going right up to the edge, but I'm getting darn close to the edge of the cup just to make it look a little bit more like a cylinder, more round. And I'll put some here underneath the cocoa, little part of the cup. And above the top. There we go. And we'll put some right here next to his little botte, as he is soaking in that cocoa. And a little bit right here. Okay, so now I think I'm going to do, what do I want to do first? I think I'm going to do my little gingerbread dude. And I'm going to use E70, E71, and E74, and maybe some 77. It might depend. So I'm going to start with E74. And I'm just going to get the darker parts, not his icing. And I'm just going real small, especially near where the hot cocoa is, because that's going to be different. And we don't want to get his little jelly bean buttons. So we're going to put a little bit there. And you can tell there's some shading here going on from what Veronica has colored. Okay. Come around his little icing hairdo. He's just so cute. I just love him. I can't help it. There we go. Come around the bottom. And then he's going to have a little bit of a shadow over the top of his little sunglasses. So now I'm going to use E71. And I'm just going to pull that E74 out. I'm leaving a little bit of shadow in between his buttons and a little bit on the top of his arm on this side. Put a little bit there. It's pixelated again? Seriously? My camera just is not doing good today at all. Do you think I should just start over and see if that helps? Oh, it's in and out. Oh, it's all kinds of wonky. Holy mac and cheese, what is going on with my camera? It's like the Twilight Zone. Now, what is it doing? I am so sorry, you guys. Paula, tell me if you think I should start over. See if it's, I don't know, maybe it's my internet's being wonky today. I don't know. The kids aren't on anything because it's tablet timeout time right now. Okay, so I'm going to use E70. And just get all that shading nice and shine. Blend all that. You got to be careful with the E70 though, because the E70 with that 0 on the end is really going to blend out your stuff. So this is one you may want to, you know, kind of pull out and push in at the same time. Okay, it's good now. Let me know if it pixelates again though, okay? Because I look for your guys' comments. I don't always look at the camera itself. So I'm going to go ahead and use E77 just for a little bit of contrast. I just feel like my camera keeps like zooming in and then zooming out. It's insane. Okay. Trying to stay out of his icing, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, I'm going to put just a thin line around his glasses. And this is going to explode on me. Go across the top. Then I can pull this out a little bit more. There we go. And I'll put some around the bottom half. Well, the bottom half of that jelly bean button. I can't the other one. And then I'm going to go with E74. Pull this out a little bit more. There we go. Am I still good, you guys? Yep, see, there it goes again. It keeps zooming in, then zooming out, then zooming in. Ugh, so sorry. Okay, so now this E71 and the E70 together, it's not going to make it quite as dark as the E71 would be by itself. But at least my gingie looks how I want him to look. And coloring this one, it just makes me want to watch Shrek, because I love gingerbread men, and he just makes, that one just makes me laugh. So this one, let's see, I think I'm going to give him a red jelly bean button and a green, well, should I do, I'll just do both red jelly bean buttons. Or you know what? I'm going to do an orange and a green jelly bean button. Let's see. I'll use YR16. Because we need to add some more colors besides just green and red, right? Even though it's Christmas. Whoops, not that one yet. And YR14. YR02. Opoo what? What's Opoo? What's Opoo, Paula? Okay, and I'm going to use some YR18 just for some contrast around the bottoms of his buttons. So now for the hot cocoa, I'm going to use YG 27, 25, and 23. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. This one's going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to start out with the 23. And I know I don't normally do this. This one needs to be refilled and replaced. Let me replace this really fast, because otherwise this is just going to get gross. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me grab my refill. It'll be quick, I promise. So I'm just going to pull this out. But see, I don't think I've ever shown you guys this before. See how it's like really super dark on one end and really super light on the other end? This part is the truer color than that part. So pull this out really fast. Yeah, it keeps, see, and now I'm getting caught up so I can see that you guys couldn't even see that because it was just totally pixelated. And sorry I got quiet there for a second, but I'm trying to count how many drops I'm putting in here. And I'm making a horrible mess. Who else makes a mess when they do their refills? Anybody? I hope everybody, because then I'm not alone. So now you can see it filling. And to me, it looks much lighter than what it was before. So that's awesome. So, oh yeah, that's a lot lighter than what it was. So that's one of the reasons that I will actually go ahead and replace my nibs every single time, because then I get more of a true color of what it's supposed to be. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm going to go ahead and go with my YG25. And I'm going to go just around the edge a little bit, and I'm going to try and get in these little ripples. I don't want to put a whole lot because I don't know about you, but I don't like my hot cocoa super dark. You do too, Paula? Good. That makes me feel better. I have to actually do mine over the garbage can when I'm filling it because I make such a tragic mess. I'm going to put some more right here next to him. And just kind of bring that contrast up next to that cup. And I'm going to do a little bit more with the E27. Not a whole lot, just like by his body and like the edge of the cup. Just a thin line. And then maybe I'll do a little bit out here after all, like right around the little swirls of his body. There we go. The darkest one was E27, and then I used E25. And now I'm going, so the swirls were done with E25, and then the darkness around the edges was E27. And I'm going to kind of just go over it again with my E23 and kind of blend that in. You need some marshmallows in here, man. Wouldn't that be considered pool toys? Right? So there's that. What color should I make his... I'm trying to decide his sunglasses, if they should be actual sunglasses or if they should be like candy sunglasses. What do you guys think? Hey Linda, how are you, sweetheart? So the cocoa part, I'm actually going to make that gold. If I can find my colors. So let's see here. I cannot find my Y21, but I'm looking for my Y21. Here it is. And I'm going to use Y26 and Y28. Just make it kind of nice and easy. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to use 23 and 24. That's what I'll use. So you can use the Y28 for gold, for the darkest color in gold. These colors just make your gold a little bit more shiny, I guess you could say. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my Y26 first. Or actually, that's a lie. I'm going to go with my Y24 first. And I'm just going to get the very edges and down here because I'm going to make this gold too. This is the YR24. And then I'm going to go with my YR23. See, can you see that more of a gold tone there in the 23? It's got more red in it. There we go. Beautiful. Or it's got less red, I'm sorry, not more, less. And then I'm going to go with my Y21. And I'll probably pull out the other colors a little bit more. I just didn't want to get a little overzealous with them. Go over here, go over the top. Ooh, maybe I should give him gold glasses. What do you guys think? Gold glasses? What do you think? I think that would be fun. I don't know, it makes me think of like the 70s or something. Then I'm going to do the Y26. And I'm going to come in from the edges and darken that up a little bit. Here we go. Loving it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to go back with my Y24. Just a little bit more. Because I don't think I want the shine quite that shiny. See, and that's the nice thing about doing this the dark first, because you can decide what you want to do and then you can go back over the light, because it's no big deal, right? Right. And now my light and my dark match up with the circle on the top and the bottom. What, no votes for the gold glasses yet? Oh, there we go, Paula. Awesome. Gold glasses it is. He's feeling a little groovy. Here we go. Instead of a stud muffin, he can be a stud gingie. And we'll put some right here in the center. The way it looks like his glasses are coming out, you know, kind of coming out from his face instead of being glued to his face, like candy. Oops, I didn't shut that all the way. There we go. And then Y24, don't worry about the little blips on his glasses because we can go back over those with a gel pen. I love my gel pen. Can you guys tell I love my gel pen? So now I'm going to do Y21. Blend all that, make it look beautimous. And then I'm going to do my Y26, or my, yeah, Y26. Woohoo, I got it right for once, guys. I seriously need to drink coffee before I do this so I can get the numbers right. Quit being so tongue-tied. Here we go. Look at him. He needs a gold chain. Ha 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 ha. I don't always pick something else, Paula. It's just that I'm so delayed that I don't always get it in time. That's the hard part. I don't like having the delay. That's why I want to try YouTube Live to see how much of a delay there is. See if it's any different. So, not that I would do your classes on that, but you know, it might be fun once in a while to have a live over there if the connection is better. I mean, they have been doing it a little bit longer than Facebook. So let's see his hair. His groovy hair. Let's make him a blonde. How's that? So I'm going to go, he's not going to need much. Thank you, Susan. Let's see. I didn't even know you were in here, Susan. How funny. So I'm going to start out with my E51. And I'm just going to fill that in. Because I want to get some of the, I actually got some of the E70 in there. So let's see, and then I'm going to go with some E53. And I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna make it like look hairy because that would be kind of gross having hair on your food. But I'm just gonna, goodness gracious. Excuse the motorcycles. So, and then I'm just gonna on this side because he has the dark right here on his face. So I'm just gonna take my E55 and put like a little something something right there for him. And I'm going to smooth it out a little bit with some E50. Even though that's going to look like somebody already licked his hair, but that's okay. Let's see. This will make it a little better. This is E51. There we go. Because I don't want to make it hairy. That would be so gross. So then he's got the white of his eyebrows, or should we do, no, because his eyebrows actually look like icing too, but since his eyebrows are so tiny, I'm just gonna E51 those little teeny weeny little tiny eyebrows. And then he's got a little bit of texture, so I'll just put some E53 on the bottom. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice. He's got some little dots here too. So I'll just put some dots around the side. There we go. So I'll leave, oh my gosh. Should we do his little icings on the side gold too, so it looks like he has gold bracelets? That would be hysterical. Should we do that? That would be so funny. I'm going to smooth out some of this green while Paula, while you tell me if we should give him gold bracelets or not, okay? I'm going to wait for you. Little miss, you don't listen to me. So I'm going to use YG17. And I'm going to bring this out just a little bit more. Because I don't like the way it looks. There we go. And pull some out over here, make it all match up. Paula, I don't see any colors. Yes or no on the gold? Come on, talk to me, girl. There we go. And then I'm going to go, okay, go for it. We're just going to make him Little Miss Pimp Daddy, little gingerbread. Mr. Styling at the little hot cocoa tub. Oh, you know what I still have to do? I still have to do the white on the bands and bring those bands back in for the little stars and the circles that Veronica had on here. There we go. I think I'm starting to like it a little more now. Okay, and we're doing gold for his bands. I'm only going to use 2 colors though. I'm going to use YR23 because his little bracelets are so tiny. I know, but I had delay. I'm serious. I think I'm like 2 or 3 minutes behind or ahead or something. I don't know what it is. There we go. So for his little mouth, I'm just going to do E40 because that's about as white as we're going to get unless we just use a C. There we go. And then I'm going to use my 05, oh my goodness, my 05. Here we go. And I'm going to bring back, I'm going to try to bring back the little stars and circles that were in this little, the border of the cup. And I can still actually see them through the red. So if you guys do the red, then don't worry, you can still see this. Now these little extra polka dots that I'm putting, that's all me. I'm just putting that in there. Because I like my dots, what can I say? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. And I'm just putting the extra dots because I like it to look filled in. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the shiny line here. And we can put some shine on his little gumdrop buttons. And we'll put a little shine here. And it looks like she's got a shine line there. Excuse my nose. All of a sudden my nose is starting to run. There we go. We got to put some shine on here. I'm all about the shine today, people. And then we got to put one here. There we go. And then I don't know if anybody puts milk in their cocoa, but I put milk in my cocoa. So I'm just gonna make some little milk ripples here. There we go. And he is done, ladies. So what do you think? Isn't he just adorable? I love him. So I hope you guys had fun. I will put the link and all my colors at the top of the description for you. And I will still see you guys on Tuesday. What are we doing on Tuesday? We are doing this little dude on Tuesday, okay? And he's Aurora Wings, and I'll make sure you guys get that link and stuff like that. I'll put that up probably tomorrow or maybe today. I'm not sure. Depends on how hungry my kids are when I get off of here. So I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed coloring, or at least watching me color, and you guys can color him later. And I will see you guys Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining me.